Overnight, more districts joined the growing list of school boards voting on resolutions opposing the Education Freedom Scholarship Act. The list now stands at more than 10 districts in Northeast Tennessee.
While we've looked at the potential impact on public schools, News 5's Liam Bridgman sat down with a local private school to get their perspective.
It has been a divisive topic between political officials, school boards, and county leaders. The bill, as it's currently written, would grant 20,000 publicly funded scholarships to students who wish to receive their education from a private school. I met with head of school at Providence Academy, Ben Holland, to get an understanding of what this bill could mean for schools like his.
I think public schools are an important part of that choice system, and I think that we have really great public schools in our region, and I want to continue to see them prosper. I want to continue to see them do well, but I do love the opportunity for taxpayers to be able to make a choice.
Holland says that Providence doesn't have much room for additional students as it stands, but these scholarships would help current students who need financial assistance.
I think that there's not much to fear for our local counties when they're worried about, are all these kids going to flood out of our schools into the private schools? There's simply not a ton of infrastructure for that to take place.
For Steve Barnett, the superintendent of Johnson City Schools, losing students is less of a fear.
If you're going to pay for something with state tax dollars, our tax dollars, as a state taxpayer, then that money, accountability should come with that, the same accountability that we have for public schools.
He says his schools will teach anyone, but private schools are not held to the same standard.
If a student has a voucher and they go to a private school, then they should have first come, first serve, that a student comes to that school and they keep that student for that year and have the same accountability that is expected of our public schools in our state.
We'll continue to follow this bill and several others going through the Tennessee General Assembly next week on air and online at WCYB.com. In Washington County, Liam Bridgman, News 5, WCYB.